sir.
Oh, okay. Hi, Ketan. Yeah, I'll admit others
Link,
also.
sir.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah. Okay, I wanted to share the document, so let me share my screen first.
Sir, am
Yes,
I audible?
yes, Mitra. Okay, fine. Yeah, the thing is, okay, I sent you all these documents just now in the WhatsApp group, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So this is this document. If others want to try, you can try for your practice. Okay. So you can also try this. What I wanted to explain in this session is Ketan, Shujan, and Jashwant will be following these requirements. These are the
Orphanage.
requirements. Okay, these are the requirements. So which we discussed yesterday, right? So the same thing I added it in the document and shared you. Okay. So we have to design a login page and must have login ID, password, and submit button. And then it should be disabled. The submit button should be disabled when there is no data entered for the fields. Okay. And
Sir,
then it should
is
be
this
enabled.
everyone's task?
No, Mitra, this is only for Ketan, Srujan, and Jashwant. Okay.
This much?
Yeah. So, and these are the validations part. And here you can, use the events actually, like, on submit, or whenever user clicks on submit, all these rules has to be verified. So if the data is proper according to these validations, then you should replace the content and say the welcome message. Okay, welcome whoever has been logged in, right? So you can just mention their name. And for this, right, I want you all to discuss steps in this format. Okay, the first step would be planning. So you all must plan how to implement this, what what are all the details needed to fulfill this requirement. Okay, and then
Okay, sir.
this is the requirement document, whatever document I'm sharing you, right? You have to read through this document, and if you have any questions about these requirements, right, you can raise the clarifications. Okay, so in the bottom section you can add clarifications. Okay, in the bottom section, requirement clarifications or something if you don't understand. So
Good evening, sir.
yeah, good evening. Who's that?
Sir,
Adi, right?
Adi.
Adi, okay, Adi, yeah. So, and the screen is, must look like this actually, the login form will be in the center with the square bracket like this. Okay, you understood, right?
Sir, the color should be same.
No, all this background and all you can change actually. You can change the colors and all. So I'm just, giving you an idea how the login form should look like. Okay, and
Okay, sir. You
here
have to
it
use
is just,
the border property
yeah,
of
here
the form tag.
this button should be login. Okay, this button should be login. Fine. So
Okay,
this is
sir.
one task. This is one task which will take a lot of time for you to complete. Okay, because you are going through all the life cycle processes of the project. One second, I'm going to, yeah. So these are all the project life cycle. Yeah, this one is like, project life cycle. So we say it as project life cycle. You understood, right? What is project life cycle? Means from the starting to ending of the project. So we say whatever steps we follow, right? All the steps collectively called as project life cycle. So there are certain steps like, planning, and then requirement understanding, requirement gatherings or understanding. So here we can say it as requirement gatherings or understandings. Okay, and then once you understand the requirement, right, so what you can do is, okay, here you have to give the estimations. You have to give the estimation, so how much time it is going to build. You have to here, right, estimations. What you have to do is, you have to divide it into subtasks. Okay, and give timeline for.
So what does subtask mean?
Okay, wait. Subtask is like, okay. Yeah. So Mitra, I'll give a
You're
very simple.
dividing the task into multiple tasks.
Correct. Subsections. Like, you know, Mitra. So I ask you to play cricket. Okay, that is a task. Your task is to play cricket. What will you do?
I'll take my bat, ball, wicket,
See,
and all.
that's all comes under the task. You are taking the bat. That is one task. And taking the wickets. That is one task. And then going to the playground. That is one task. So we say all these things into subtasks. So all these subtasks collectively form a big task, that is playing cricket. You understood, right?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
So that's the layman term. In layman terms, you can easily understand this way. Okay.
And also down in the last page, is it the final output?
Yeah, this is like, you know, expected wireframe. Like, you know, the expected output should be something like this. Okay, what?
Okay,
So
sir.
being a user, right? Being a user, I expect my login form should look like something like this. Okay, so how impressively we can make, that's up to you guys. Okay, Ketan, you understood, right? So you have to make it into colorful so that I will get impressed, and then I feel, oh, this one looks good. Then I'll try to give you one more project because you have impressed me, right?
Sir, if there is more than one file, should we save it into a folder and then like
Yes, you do. You can do that.
then zip it and send it, sir?
Correct. So that's all comes under, you know, you can yeah, I am not sure whether you all have access to GitHub or something like that. GitHub, do you
Sir,
have
we
access?
found a multitasking source, sir. We can do it together from different devices.
Yeah, you usually in software companies, right? What we do is we use this actually, you know, github.com. So here we will create an account. Okay. So let me log in with mine. Okay. Sign in. I'm going to sign in. But this one will be complex for you actually. It looks very difficult or complex. Maybe you can try to understand for now. Yeah, something like this. So these are all some of my projects actually, some sample projects I was trying to develop for my own. So you can log in and then, you know, create a new repository. So you can create like, you know, login. What do we say? Login form or what should? Okay. Authentication. Okay. Authentication HTML is one project. Okay, this is one project, and then I'm giving public access, and then team A task of implementation of the login form or practice to get.
Sir, it's going to go to public.
No, public means, you know, everybody can access. So whoever is
type that the name which you typed.
Yeah, this one will yeah, it will be public means everybody can access. So whoever have access to this GitHub, right?
The people we are going to become famous.
Yeah, it's not famous actually. So it's for you to share actually. So I'm going to create a repository. So yes, now the repository is this. This is the URL. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt. But in radio tag, in radio field, we cannot. You said we cannot choose to more than one item, no? Then why? Just now, how did you choose two items?
Okay, which one you're talking?
Just
Sorry,
now you just now.
okay, this one, right?
Yeah, in this
No,
two
this
options.
no, that was a checkbox, right? That was a checkbox. It was not the radio button. So you
Okay,
see
sir.
here, see this is a checkbox, right?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah,
Up I
this is,
saw red.
see, this is one form. You understood, right? This is also one form. Very good. Yeah. So now you see, this is one text box. This is one description text box. And these two are radio buttons. Either you can select only one, private or public, you see. Only one we can select here. And this is one real use case, you know. So when you log into GitHub to create a repository, you can see a form actually. There is a form. You can select all or
So
none.
why should we do all these?
No, to create a repository. So repository means whatever source code, right? So all the source code will be in this location. I will show you that part actually. Okay, this is the authentication HTML. This is the page. Ketan, you can actually clone this one. You copy this. Okay, what I will do is
You can
just,
send it in the chat box, sir.
yeah, this URL I sent actually. Ketan, what I will do for all of you is Monday I will take a separate class, okay, to how to check code check-in and code check-out. Okay, you all can
Okay, sir.
come
What
into
is the time for that?
Yeah, it is like, this is the server, okay, this is the server. You will be doing changes at your side. Srujan will be making changes at his side, and Jashwant will be making changes at his side. So once day is complete, right, you can commit the code into this location. So all the files will be here. So you can create files like this, create, or you already
So
have
we can
local files.
like create files without interference of others, and then when the day is finished, we can
Yes,
upload them all
yes,
together.
yes. So if any of the conflicts, it can avoid the conflicts. So you three are working on the same file, right? So it asks whose one is the latest one, and then you can easily merge those changes. I will
Sir,
explain that
can we
part on Monday.
edit the files made of other people, sir?
Yes, yes. So what you have to do is you have to install the Git repository, but instead, for now, what you can do is you can just go and then download zip. So you can just copy this, go to this location, and then use clone or download zip. So in that zip file, there will be nothing other than readme file, readme.md. Okay. So this is one other language, the readme content, right? This is another language, so which I will explain later. Okay. So but this is all these things you'll get confused for now. So what I'm telling is like, this is, treat this as a folder. Authentication HTML is one folder. Okay, treat this as a folder. How you can download is go to this location and then download here. Okay, download zip. So once you download, you unzip it, and then you try to create the files there. Okay, and from Monday I will take up, like, I will explain you all how to clone the project, commit the changes.
So I didn't understand about this GitHub.
Yeah, Mitra, this one, I'll this is bit too much high for you guys. So, but when the project is actually started, right? So you will understand. Once you start using it, you will understand. But for now, you mainly focus on the task. Okay, Ketan? Mitra, and all right. Yeah, Mitra is not there, so I don't want to give any task to Mitra right now. So maybe from Monday I will give. So I have a task for Harshini, Revati, and Aditya. Are you three guys here?
Yes, sir.
So Adi is here.
Yes,
and
sir.
then Harshini, are you there?
So it was Revati.
Yeah, Revati is there, I can see. But what about Harshini?
Sir, she's not there, sir.
Yeah, I think Harshini is joining now. Harshini.
No, sir, she's not here.
Yeah, I think she would be joining in some time. Yeah, I think her audio is getting connected.
She's here.
Harshini, you there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Harshini, I'm going to give three of you a new task. Harshini, Revati, and Aditya. You three have to discuss with each other. What is that? Is design an image gallery. Okay, you all must design an image gallery. So the image gallery requirements will go like this. Okay, so you have to design an image gallery. So means it will show list of files actually, all the photos in a grid actually. Okay, I'll show the second one is, let me find it actually. Is there any okay,
Before
something
I
like,
used to read comics on the internet, sir.
Oh, yeah.
That also looks like an image gallery.
Correct. Yeah, you see here, I go to the image section. So
It
something
basically
like this.
looks like that.
You see, there are all images. This is one image. This is one image. This is one image, right? All these are different.
Sir, the images and an anchor tag.
So
Yes,
here,
sir.
what I want you guys to do is something like this. Okay, all the images. Let's give a simple one. Flower. Okay. Yeah. You see here, all these flowers are having different links here, right? So the image should be something like this. Okay. In the page, you design a page where you have to specify all the images like this, and when you click on
We
this,
have to create an image.
yeah, you have to display all the images of like a thumbnails. We say these things as thumbnails, like small size images are called thumbnails. So when you click on the image, it should
Small
be
size
displayed as
images.
a, when you click on this, it should be displayed as a big image. Okay.
Sir, should they select a particular theme or some random pictures together, sir?
Any random themes, any randoms, random pictures is okay.
Like if the pictures are unrelated to each other, also is it fine?
Yes, that's okay. That's fine. Revati, Harshini, and Adi, you understood, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So if you see, I gave you high level, requirement. Okay. But you need to come up with questions. So this will be an experience for you. Like you have to ask me so many questions. Sir, how it should look? How it will look like?
Sir,
How,
can you explain it again?
yeah, it should be something like. Let me open the code and show you. Okay, let me open the Visual Studio Code so that you will get some idea. So today is 30, right? Today's class is 30. So let me.
Sir, today's presentation is not there.
Yeah, today I don't want to present anything today, so I want you all to start the project. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Class 30
When are
dot.
you going to keep? So when are you going to put a task for everyone?
Yeah, I just started, right? So one team has already got a task. So second team has started today. So I'll give task team by team. Okay. If you want to contribute to these two teams, you can talk to them and try to understand. Or if you want to try on your own, also you can try. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But I want you all to learn, okay, before doing anything. Mitra, Arav, and other members, right? You all must know what we have learned so far. Only then you would be able to do the coding. Okay. If you don't understand the tags which I taught you, you'll not be able to do anything. Okay, you remember that part. So here I'm going to, yeah, let me open the image tag here. Okay. Sorry, here.
IMG and then SCR equal to.
Yeah, I don't have an image, so let me download an image. Okay, let me download this image. Save image as.
Save image as.
APG file.
So
Put
let
it
me
in
put
30.
correct
30.
30, and then
That is not saved yet.
I'm going to give it as flower.jpg. Okay, let's go get into the small one only, not big actually. Okay, let's see. So flower.jpg, we already have it. No, we already have it. And then width, let's give it as 50. And then height also, let's give it as 50. Okay, and then what I do here is, on click off, I want to call, yeah, show big. I want to call this show big function.
Okay.
Okay, what it should do is, what happened to my,
Does the big has to be like first letter has
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
capital?
First letter should, usually functions, right? We take it like, camel case, but the first character will be always in small. Okay,
Sir,
that's
if
the
there are
normal.
two words, the starting letter of the second word should be capital.
Yes. So that's what called as camel case. We say it as camel case. Means, the subsequent words will be in capital letters. Whatever word is followed, right? So it will be in bigger letters, and remaining characters will be in small letters, and first letter will be small letter. So this is the notation of the function. So whenever we write any function, the first letter will be small. Okay, and you see this one. Yesterday I forgot to say. So this is a single line comment. When you mention 2 forward slashes, right? It is like a single line comment. Okay, you remember this as single line comment, which will not be read by the browser. Okay, and this one you can make it as any number of stars actually. Okay, you can make it stars or anything.
That stars are
Why
also
are you
not
making
okay.
into stars?
So this is like we say it as multi-line comments. Okay, multi-line comments or documentation. Usually you can say it as multi-lines. So multi-line will be followed, the starting one will be forward slash and star, and the ending will be star and forward slash. Okay, this is the main difference. This is single line comment and this is multiple line comments. Okay, multi-line comments. Okay, I remove this part.
Sir, can you move the mouse?
Yes, now we are trying to make this, okay, here we don't have an ID, right? So we want to get this ID. So what we can do is ID is equal to, I just first image, okay, first image. I'll give as like, otherwise you can give it as, I can give as image 1 or something like this. So I'll copy this one and then I will just, paste it here. So it becomes image 1. So this is IMG element, right? So IMG element, what we will do here is IMG element dot okay, width width is equal to
50.
Yeah, you can just make it as 400 or something like this. Okay.
Oh yeah, 50 is thumbnail
Dot
size.
height is equal to 400, something like
Sir,
this.
why are you doing all this?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is,
So it will come big.
yeah,
When we click on it, we want it to be big, so the big size needs to be determined.
correct, Revati, correct. Yeah, well, let's run this program. I also don't know whether it works or not. Let's try from our side. Okay, so
Sir, again, if you click, you have to make it small, sir.
yeah, let's see. I also don't know. See, 50 and 50. When I click on this, it becomes big. You see?
Sir, but the mouse
Yes,
pointer
sir.
is not changing into the.
Getting the information of when we, sir, is it, how can we do like if, for
Sir,
getting,
but the side images will move. If we add side images, will they move or will they stay?
Okay, so
we have to put marquee tag.
yeah, this one you can make it as like the
No, marquee tag is not needed.
no, marquee tag is not needed. This form
Sir,
is not needed.
the mouse pointer should change into the pointing
Just
icon.
clicking.
Pointing icon if it's hovering near the image, no, sir. So for that, can you keep it the anchor tag?
Yeah, Ketan, can you tell me? Repeat again.
Now when in the output, when you're going to click the image,
Okay.
the mouse pointer normally changes into like a pointing icon. No, sir, it's not happening.
Oh,
That
okay. Okay, you want to do that, right? So what you can do is,
Engage in handset style.
okay, you can use style is equal to, and then cursor colon pointer, something like this.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. Even I'm also not sure. Can you see here now?
yes, yes, it's working.
See, I gave the style attribute. When I click on this, it becomes big now. See, whenever I come out, the hand is also changing because I gave when you
I
move.
have a doubt.
Yes.
Can it go small again?
Yeah, that one, you
No.
can just make a counter actually. When you click one more time,
Sir,
you have to check if the width is already big, then you can make it as small.
Sir, by clicking on it, then it changes into smaller. It will be like that only.
Yeah, what you can do is you can add a small close button or something like that. Okay.
So you can put an if-else statement, sir.
Yeah, correct. That's what Revati and Harshini, you have to learn the JavaScripting part in Google using for loop, like for loop is one, okay, and if condition is one more, okay. These two I will explain in the next week, okay. Next week I'll be explaining some of the basically used, basically whatever we use in the JavaScript.
basic
Right?
JavaScript.
Yes, I'll explain that part so that you have enough information to complete your task. Okay.
Okay, sir, but I have a doubt. It's Mitra.
Yeah, Mitra.
My doubt is it? Can we put it like if we click on the image, the information will also appear with the with making the image bigger.
Yeah, that is what we give, right? See here, whenever we get an image, right? You see here.
But in the browser, when you click, the information didn't come like who wrote it and what is the code of this. Like, can we put save images and all?
Okay, okay. You see here, when the image is 400, image width is 400, and this and actually image element dot height is
2 and symbols.
to, yeah. No, when there is a condition, right, you have to use double is equal to. Okay. Let me, I'm just giving you idea. Okay, how you can implement. These are all some ideas, but you can still do these things efficiently using Google. You have to search in Google to make the code efficient.
After else, is it if
That means we have to create the background of the image.
Okay.
What does it sound?
So here, what I'm trying to do here is, I'll show you. I'll explain you. Okay. I'll explain you. Let me make it 100, 100. Okay, 100, and then 100. Okay, like.
So the width and height of 50 and 15 also down.
Yeah, we'll make it 100. Okay, we'll make this
Okay.
100. Okay.
Oh,
So what I'm trying to do is, suppose if width is 100 and height is also 100, then in those cases you make it as 600 and
Oh
then
my god.
okay. If it is not 100, right, means it's already big. So in that case, you have to make it back again, right? So what you do is you can make it as 100 here. So here what happens now is, can anybody guess, Srujan?
yeah,
Do you have idea about what is this code doing here? What
it's
it
like
does?
it's like an if-else statement. I mean, I learned this in other coding languages before. Like it's like
Yeah.
the if-else then statement.
Yeah, correct. If
So
else is like
So
conditional.
if this is like if this
It asks the question,
this
and if the
happens,
question is true, it does a set
so
of
it does
things,
this,
if the
and
question is
if it
false,
doesn't do it, it
does
won't do
a set
that.
of-
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
correct.
think
Yeah.
that's-
So something like that, I'll explain like, what is this function doing, okay? So I gave an image, right? For this image, I give whenever you click on the image, on click is the event. Image has got one on click event. Okay, whenever you click on this image, it's going to call this JavaScript, okay? What is happening is this JavaScript function is already defined in the script tag. So it will call this
It's in
function.
the function.
Yeah.
It will work
Okay,
with the Java.
listen, Mitra, listen. So when this function is called, what the steps are going to execute it is, I'm going to get the element by image number 1. So what is the ID of the tags where image 1 is the ID? So it will scan through all the page and then finds the ID with this name, actually, image 1. So now this is the ID which has got image 1, right? So it will take this content here, okay? This image element is the full content of this one, okay? This content, whole content, we got it in a variable, image underscore variable. So after taking this, what I'm checking here is whether this image width is 100 and height is also 100. So if width and height is 100, I'm going to increase its height to 600 and width to 600. Okay. And if it is not 100, it means the size is already bigger or smaller, right? So in those cases, I will make the image width and height back to 100. Let's run this program, okay? Let's run this program. I'm going to refresh this page. You see here, this is 100, right? This is 100 and 100. So when I click on this, it becomes big now. When I click one more time, it should be small.
Yes.
You see?
So why isn't the information
We have to
coming
keep
about
the
it?
background of the web
Okay,
page.
one
And
by
we have
one.
to change the size.
Yeah, Arshini.
Sir, means we have to change the size of the picture, sir.
Yes, we just change the width and height only. We just change the width and height.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Mitra, yes, you had a question.
Yes, so my question was, why I said that if we take the image, the information should come about the image, no? Like, can we make it? Can we make like the information also should come in the should come if we click the image? Like in Google, we just clicked and then it moved to the right side and we got something.
Yeah, you can do that actually. You can
Yes,
do that.
sir.
You can do whatever you want to do. You can do it using the tags actually. HTML is all about that. Okay. So what it does is, you take reference of all the contents, in the HTML. Here, let's see. Okay, let's see. This is the image, right?
I have to copy that and make it image 2.
Yeah, this is image
Copy
1.
the whole variable and the if else statement and change image underscore element to
Yes, here we can make the content dynamically. Okay, let's try something new. Okay, I'm trying to get the elements by tag name. Okay, tag name. I want to get the elements by tag name. What is the tag here? IMG. Let's see what's it going to return in image element. Okay.
So then it will do for all of them without needing to replicate it.
Yes, I want to inspect it and see what it does. Okay, elements right here. We are in the head section, script section. I want to, yes, here. This is the sources. Yeah, here I want to add a debug point here. I'm going to add a debug point here and see. I'm going to refresh this. So 2 images came. And then I don't have anything here. So I'll just console. What shall we do? Document dot get elements by tag name. Okay. What's the tag name? IMG.
IMG.
Right? See, I got two images, image 1 and image 2. I got two things, right?
Sir, if you click on one image and it will become big, and then if you click on another image, it does not become big, sir. Does it happen like that?
So no, that's why we are trying to do the same thing here. So we got the image 1 and image 2, right? So what I'm trying to do here is we got the elements.
Sir,
Okay.
we can change the width and size of the two images.
So here, what I do is where of img element underscore element is equal to img elements. So this is how you access the array. Okay, this is img element 1. Let's give it, okay, instead of this img 1 is okay. And then second one, I'm going to give it as image.
The list starts from 0, sir.
Yeah, list always starts from 0.
Okay.
Yeah, but, okay, now let's add, we added image 2, right? Okay, fine. So image 1 and image 2. So usually, once we get the images, right? So you can just access this. If again you can add it like this, image 1
Image
dot,
1.
yeah, image 1 dot id is equal to id image 1, right? Else something like this. So I'm going to declare one more variable here. What is that?
So inside the if-else statement, there's another if-else statement.
Yes. So this one will be initially null, okay, empty. And here what I do is I have image element img underscore element, single element is equal to img of 1. Okay. And then this one I'm going to copy it here also. So you try to scan this program, okay? So what it does is, let's see. So this is how you debug the program, okay? Let
So
me,
close the debugger.
yeah, this part also, you remember, I will explain it on, I'll explain this on next week, okay?
So if we do that, the other picture is going down.
Yeah, it's actually, taking the first picture only
If
because,
you click on the second picture also, the first picture will be only growing.
So can we give?
yes, correct. So that is a bug in the system. So can,
So, it's,
yeah.
can I leave the class and leave
Yeah,
the class?
Mitra, we are done actually. We are done for today. So I will send this code to everyone. So you all try to understand whatever I have mentioned.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can keep images also, sir. Not only two images, we can keep many images in that web page.
Can repeat again?
Why, sir?
Why,
Can we
Mitra? Yeah.
keep many images, not like two images?
You can keep many. Yeah. You can keep many actually. You can keep many.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if there are more than 2 images, so inside the else, will you keep another if, sir?
Okay, that is a logical programming, so which I will start from the next week. Okay, so you try to digest what is the function and all. What I'm trying to explain here is the basic things of JavaScript functions and all.
The code to display the image gallery is mentioned here. This program will dynamically enlarge the thumbnail that is clicked and will reduce back to thumbnail size when clicked again. Please practice these lines of code to understand how HTML, JavaScript, and CSS work together.